Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to start the second tutorial. I highly recommend you watch the first tutorial. We understand how to install all of this and all of these features. So we're going to click on new project. In this underlined below blue text, we can click backspace and add our sort of name for it. So my awesome cool project. So I highly recommend that when you're using your base interpreter, you select the version that you have. So if it shows that it's not, you can't click on it, the interpreter, you're going to click on previously configured and choose the Python version. In the last video we went over 3.10 version. So now guys, you're going to click on, let's just click on this because it'll make a cool, it'll make just a script for us, so you guys don't have to go through all of making the scripts, but you guys should know how to make scripts, and we'll go over that in a future video. So we're going to click on create and it's going to start loading. After the loading is done, you're going to see it shows this is a sample Python project script. So might look very scary. It's like, oh no, it's so hard, what do we do? But the first thing you're going to wait is you're going to wait for all of this to load. It's loading, you guys can click anything you like. So let's just go with the simple beginner stuff and let's understand the text editor a bit more. So after it's almost done, it can take long depending on your PC and stuff. So after it's done, all of this bottom type is done, the loading bar, you're going to see all of this, but let's just remove it. So you can press Ctrl A and you can click on backspace or delete. So, or you can just drag all of it. So after that's done, you just have a blank Word type document. You can remove this by clicking on this one. So for this video, let's go with and change our font. So not font, but let's change the size. To change the size if it's too small, you're going to click on file, settings. After that's done, you're going to see this type, appearance and behavior. But if you don't see that, you're going to go to editor, font. So yeah, this is your font. So since you guys might not understand it because it might look very small, I'm going to make the font a bit bigger. So as you can see, we are just typing random stuff, but before I type all of that, let's understand it a bit more, just a teeny tiny bit. For a beginner, if you don't know where the run button is, it's this green sort of button, and this is your debug button. So this debug button is find errors. So if you click on this, the terminal, a lot of you might know this if you do sort of if you already have used different sort of languages, or you do like hacking and stuff on command prompt or terminal on Mac and stuff. This is basically it. So now let's type some code. So click on it, let's type PRI. Now see what this comes, print. So we're going to click on that and we're going to press enter. It makes this simple code. Now at first you're not going to remember this because it was my first time to me also that I couldn't remember this variable at all. Not this variable, but this sort of function at all. So we're going to go in the parentheses and we're going to type. You're going to press shift and you're going to see a button with two sort of lines, or they are also called double quotes. But if you don't understand English, or if you don't understand what this means, it's these lines that you should find on your keyboard. If you do not press shift, it will just make singular, and I'll tell you the difference in in an episode. In the next episode, I'm going to tell you all of that, why we use it, but for now we're going to have to avoid it. So we're going to press shift and this button, and we can type our code. Hello, it's my first project. After that is done, if you're a Java programmer, you might get used to putting semicolons, but on Python we don't do that here. We just have it done like that. So it might show error, but do not worry. You can just press enter and it will go. So it's just Python. being itself. So you want to click on run, and guess what's gonna happen? Nothing. Wait, what happened? Nothing. But you're gonna find that after this it prints out what this stuff is. So I'm just going to give a quick preview on what the print statement is. The print statement is basically writing a value. It's one of the functions that allows you to write a line in here. If you're a Java programmer, you probably use system.line, but if you're just a beginner, just avoid what I'm saying. So it will take some time to migrate to a different language. When you do, it will be very worthwhile. So after this is done, guys, let's write something else. So let's write print again, and I just want you to write. Now I want you, so we're going to delete all of this, and I want you to write the print statement, and if you can remember it. So pause the video and come back when you're done. So are you done? So after you're done, you're going to press print, and if your answer is correct, now keep in mind whatever I am typing inside here is all optional. So if you choose something else like hello or something, then it's completely optional, and that's different. But you can type anything as long as it's not printed in. So what that means is that, as long as it's not any sort of you can type it, but in here you can't type hello because it doesn't identify it as a sort of function in it. So after print is done, you can click on this sort of green run button, and it goes to hello. So this is just going to be it for the beginner's guide. The next tutorial is going to have more advanced stuff. So if you want more tutorials like this, again, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm not forcing you. If you do not want to subscribe, it's fine.